lot of smoke around this. It's very dangerous to blow up.
Oh God! Hola amigos, buenos dias. It's 6 something in the morning. Very tired, but you can kind of still hear the partying going on outside. It goes on the entire night. Open this up a little bit. It doesn't stop until like 7 in the morning, so it's still party time out there. I do not envy the people partying this early. Today we're going to Guatape. Can't say words right. I'm not sure how far away, probably a few hours from here. Apparently there's this huge boulder mountain rock thing. That's what I'm excited about. Traveling in your period. These are so squeaky. Actually, it's the heaviest day of my period. The 2 days that we could be going on a trip. We just happen to be going on the worst one. So I'm taking some iron energy today. It has B12 and vitamin C and folic acid and iron. So hopefully I don't die. But when you're traveling and you have a period, when I do anyways, I like to rest on those 2 days because I get so tired. But today that's not really an option. So we're gonna power through it with coffee and iron and see what happens, because I know it's gonna be a very physical day. But yeah, and my probiotics. Is this bus all for us? Yeah. This bus is all for us.
Everyone's vlogging. Woo! I know.
In the past, it was like the most dangerous neighborhood, but now it's a touristic place. So you know.
So apparently these are traditional something. We'll see what's inside. Oh, they're like a donut ball thing. Liars. No cheese. Dog in Spanish is perro. 2 R's. And if you're gonna say like, but, like, I was going, but it's perro. It's your Spanish lesson for the day. Perro, perro. So we are going to climb that rock. This book bag is very heavy. Look, all my stuff in it. I need to put on some sunblock. Leslie, it's you! I don't know. He's gonna jump higher than the rock. Yeah, definitely. Oh, he's up for that, okay. This is the worst day to climb a rock. Just gonna bleed all over it. I know there's too much information, but this is the reality. I have a lot of cramps. Alright, so the tickets are 20,000 pesos, which is probably about like $5. So we can get our tickets first. So this is 740 steps. So it shouldn't be too hard for me, I'm hoping. So we're gonna start now. It's a nice little workout. It's very cool today. It's actually chilly. It's good stepping weather. Already out of breath. The record time for going up it is 4 minutes, but it usually takes like 15 minutes. At the top. I don't like you. I'll try to see anything. So yeah. Thank you. Okay, so this is michelada con mango, and it is a concoction of mango, beer, salt, yeah, lime.
Really nice, yeah. Have you ever heard of Lithuania before?
Yeah.
See?
It's in the next near to England, no?
Very salty rim.
Yeah.
What can you do in Lithuania?
I'm way too busy for my life. It's not an actual Disney boat. Copyright there. It's fake. This town is absolutely beautiful. He's just coming on it. So I'm just one of these guys. Oh, that's sweet.
It's the same type of music.
We're gonna go on a boat now, and this black dog keeps following us around everywhere. He's so funny.
No, that's why I was like, oh my god. Somebody else
He just followed us everywhere.
It's just like
I don't like, I don't want that shit up on me. What in the hell are y'all trying to do?
Just to see the girl.
Yes, you like to dance. He's still following us. Maybe it's sometimes we could vlog. Maybe just once. The process of over socializing and caffeine just overstimulated. Some days are bad and some days are I forget it has an effect on me. And then my clothes are too tight. I don't really know how to describe any of this, but I never want to show this to anyone, but it happens to me often. I just don't document it. I don't tell people, I don't show anyone. That's why I like to have my alone space so I can process this stuff by myself. Because this isn't for anyone else, this is what happens to me, and it's nobody else's fault. And it's not that I should stop doing something because I've chosen this, and I don't want people to accommodate me. I don't want people to be like, oh, what's going on in there? Like, I just want to be normal, and I don't want to feel like that. Sometimes people don't understand like why I spend so much time inside, because I can't handle going outside sometimes. It goes away, it does, and I forget that, but it does, and it's okay. I wanted to show this because this is just as real as going out and having adventures. And probably tomorrow I'll be good again. And this is just how I operate. So this is a little bit later. I changed my clothes, which really helped. And what really helps me is kind of like I've learned meditation and stuff like that, and it's helped so much. Sometimes it's hard to do in the moment. Not the most functional today. So the reason that I wanted to show you guys me in a state like this is because I don't show it. And I am conflicted with YouTube of what to show and what not to show. I used to show too much, you know. I want to keep my dignity, you know what I mean? Like, but in me saying and telling you guys, hey, I have autism and ADHD, I feel like I'm obligated to show you the times when I'm really struggling, because I don't want you to think that it doesn't affect my life. You know, I just said it once and then move along. But no, it affects my life every single day. And it has in my past every single day. And it's fucked a lot of things up. I don't know how to talk about it, because I don't feel well, yeah, I feel a little ashamed about it. It's really fucked up things in my life and social interactions and relationships, and I feel a lot of shame about it. I think I don't want to exploit this, and I deal with it on my own, and that's how I want it, and it feels very too vulnerable for me to share that. Sometimes the answer is to wear looser clothing, not take too much caffeine, rest, but also, you know, I think what would really help is if I had some animals to pet today. So that's just part of the travels for me, the timid traveling. That's why it's the timid traveling, because whether I'm confident or not, it's still a timid type of time, just because I don't know when I'm gonna just not be able to handle things. That's why I'm very grateful for having my own space here, and the Wi-Fi artist program, links below, has been so amazing. Amazing people. Even if you have problems and struggles, you can still travel. That's what I'm trying to say. And even if you don't have autism or you're not neurodivergent, I know that people out there still have hidden struggles that they, you know, don't support. Update on my eyebrows. They're peeling. In case you wondered why they look like that, they are peeling. Sometimes I get scared of relationships in general, because I don't want anyone to see this part. I've only really had one real relationship that I let somebody in for it, and they destroyed me. So I haven't had anyone close since then, and yeah, everything's pretty terrifying in that regard, but that's why I like to do solo things now.
We broke into the pool because we're badass. There's like a huge chain on it, and she just took some pliers and cut it. It's really crazy, but we're here now, so hopefully we don't get in trouble. I'm gonna put on a hat. I'm like in my socks. No, it's perfect temperature. It's okay. It's like it's a bathing suit skirt. Are you a good swimmer?
Oh, yeah.
If they try and catch us, we just swim in there. They won't come after us, because they probably
International waters.
Yeah, they probably didn't bring the bathing suits. Kicked out of the pool, not for breaking in, but because she's not wearing a swimming cap. So you have to wear a swimming cap. But we're allowed to sit in the chair. We're not even allowed to wade in the water without a swimming cap. Oh, fucking hell. You okay? I'm alright. It's just very hot. I don't know what I'm doing. We're just gonna soak up the sun until the clouds come out, which they're meant to come out in like...
Yeah, I was like, we don't need to go swimming. The rain will get us wet.
That's true, actually. They're all like, can we come swimming too? No caps, no can. You can't go in without a cap. I don't know what you're talking about. A cap. Put a cap on. I don't have one of those. Can I just sit here? With my legs? In the water? No, you cannot do that. We have a very strict policy here. But he probably does this the whole day. This is probably just what his job title is. Cap Commander. The national sport of Colombia is called tejo, and it's basically kind of like a comparison would be like cornhole. So you throw something, and then if you hit it right, it explodes, which is kind of a cool national sport. So we're at this local place to play it, and they sell beers as well, and we're gonna play tejo.
All right, everybody.
I'm gonna be a lady.
Yeah.
First things first, welcome to Tejo in Medellin. My name is Chris, or El Gringo. Tejo, this is the national sport of Colombia. It's not soccer or football, depending on where you're from. The reason why there's a gringo teaching you the national sport of Colombia is because I had the idea to do it first. The real reason is I'm the only gringo that competes in the sport in the world. I'm also the only foreigner that's a certified trainer of the sport. That doesn't really mean much, but the fact is I have a little credibility in this sport. These are the explosive packages. Whatever team lands closest to the ring, the team gets 1 point. Even if 3 of you are closest, it's still only 1 point. Okay, you don't want to smoke around this. It's very dangerous, it can blow up. So be careful. Just kidding.
Definitely better. Oh God! I did one that blew up. I'm so excited. Okay, we're going to the botanical gardens here, which are free. Apparently they have a butterfly thingy too, so I want to get a little bit more naturey because I've been in the city a bit too long in Medellin, Colombia. Hola, soy Tori. Your Spanish word is cafe. It means coffee. Very essential to know. Cafe also could be the color brown, but if you're asking for a coffee, you say por favor, yo quiero cafe.
Bueno.
It's an actual iguana. Like, just out here eating things. Iguanas can live up to 20 years in captivity. And they like humid, hot places. They're not generally dangerous to people, but I didn't expect them to be just loose around the area. So I'm so excited, so happy. This is a moment for me. They're little dinosaurs. So another fact about iguanas is they're excellent swimmers, and they're herbivores, so they eat plants, and they are awake during the day. Little dinosaurs everywhere. Didn't even expect so many iguanas. I haven't shown much of the currency here, but this is 5 million pesos. Cinco. So it's 5 million's about like, so just over $1 to see the butterflies. Alright, so we are in the butterfly garden. It's misty. There's a butterfly. Amazing. So it started pouring down rain, so we kind of stuck here. So we're just gonna get something quick to eat. But we want to go back to El Poblado and get something there. But for now, it's very wet. The thing about the weather here is that during the day it gets really hot, but then if you get rained on or when it gets towards the evening, it gets very like cold because of the rain. So we're saying that it doesn't matter what outfit you wear, it's not going to work for the weather here.
Nachos on guacamole and laminada. Laminadas? Sí, yeah, natural. Sí. Gracias. Gracias.
This is the laminadas, which is, I think, what, coconut water? Coconut water and lime. It's so good. Got completely stuck in the rain, soaked. We've had this random tent to swing under. Really. The one thing I'm very excited about is I finally got a stick. I found this bamboo stick at the botanical garden. I just took it, and it's really straight and really great. I was telling you, it's a beautiful stick. So I'm so happy about that. But we're gonna go to an actual restaurant now. Supposedly this is Peruvian food.
So this is ceviche, and this is the vegetarian version of it. But I'm going to end this vlog here because it's gotten very long. Thank you so much for letting me be vulnerable with you. There's ups and downs in life, and I think it's appropriate to show, well, obviously my channel is about showing a lot of the downs. Anyways, stay extraterrestrial, stay tuned for the next video. I love you very much, and I'll see you later.